So I'm calling her again because the first one ended. Let me just call her again. Oh my god.
Hello? Oh, can you hear me?
Yes, I can
Thank
hear
you.
you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. What do you say?
Do you know anything I can just drink and just die? I'm
Really?
I'm tired.
Travis, what happened?
I don't know. Nothing is working.
What happened now? At least talk so I understand.
I don't have anything to say. Do you have anything I can drink? Do you know anything? Please.
No, nothing. Because what's the problem now? Tell me.
Don't worry, I'll call you back since you don't want to tell me.
What is the problem now? Tell me now. I'm on my way. I'm traveling. Network may not be good. Tell me what's the problem.
Don't worry, I'll call you later. Are you here?
What is the problem? Oh, talk now. Talk. Eh?
Knowledge is power. With knowledge, you are in control. And you make better decisions. With mental health knowledge, maybe you are kinder, more empathetic, more sympathetic, and more considerate of the way you use your words. My Mental Health Naija is that podcast that reveals mental health knowledge to you. When you're embodied with this knowledge, our society becomes a better place because we become less of bullies and more of empathetic people who understand what other people are going through and not stigmatize them. So, welcome to my Mental Health Naija with Dima Amadi, the number one mental health online podcast. Today is the first day of our online focused podcast, and I know that my voice sounds a little bit weird or odd, but this is because I screamed a lot during the 31st night, and right now I am still trying to recover from that. This is the first episode of our call in online podcast at my mental health, Naija. But this episode is pre-recorded being the first one so that in this episode we can share with you everything that you need to know about my mental health nature and how it is going to work going forward. But before I share with you those details, I'd like to make a few calls, so stay with me. The first person who was on my list to call is my friend Chinyere, but I'm going to call someone who just gave me a missed call. I intentionally did not pick that call so that this person will be the first person on our list to call. So let's get right into it. I did not pick. Let's call him again. Pick. Oh. Hello. Fortune. Good afternoon. How are you? I'm not okay. You actually called at the right time. I dropped your call because I did not want to talk, but I just decided to just talk to you because I don't even know who to talk to at this point. I don't even know what is wrong with me, though. Believe me, I'm contemplating. I'm just tired. I've been contemplating I don't even know how to say it. It's so difficult for me because this is something that I preach about. But I've just been contemplating taking my life. I'm just tired. So many things. Oh, okay. I don't even know. See, I'll call you back. Yeah. I don't know, but I'll call you back. I don't know. I have a time. Okay, let me call you back in like 5 minutes. Okay. Oh my God, see. My voice is gone because I screamed so much on 31st December. So please just manage this weird voice because this has to be done. No excuses, okay? No excuses. So he said he didn't let me end the call at first. Then he said, okay, he's going to call exactly 5 minutes. Let's see if he's going to call. But before he calls, let's now call Chinyere. Let's call Chinyere. Shapali, Shapali. He's ringing. Hello, Chinyere. Hello, Chinyere. Why is another person picking Chinyere's call? We have 2 minutes before he comes back. So, Chinyere, pick. Please pick.
Hello?
Hello, Chinyere.
Hello?
Hello, Chinyere. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Who is this?
It's Blessing.
Which person?
It's Blessing. I'm out now.
Oh, okay. Hi, how are
So, I'm calling her again because the first one ended. Let me just call her again. Oh my God.
you? Hello? Oh, can you hear me?
Yes, I can
Ricky.
hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. What do you say?
Do you know anything I can just drink and just die?
Really?
I'm tired.
Travis, what happened?
I don't know. Nothing is working.
What happened now? At least talk so I understand.
I don't have anything to say. Do you have anything I can drink? Do you know anything? Please.
No, nothing. Because what's the problem now? Tell me.
Don't worry, I'll call you back since you don't want to tell me.
What is the problem now? Tell me. Now I'm on my way. I'm traveling. Network may not be good. Tell me what's the problem.
Don't worry, I'll call you later. Are you here?
What is the problem? Oh, talk now. Talk. Eh? I said it's you.
No, it's better I just die. What's the point?
What's the point of what? What happened?
I don't know. I just feel alone. I don't even know what to say.
Hey, why are you talking like this now?
I don't know. Please, can you just tell me, is there anything I can just drink or something I can just do, please?
No, baby girl, what's the problem now? What are you thinking about that is making you feel this way?
You know what?
Eh?
You know what? Let me not put you in a tense situation. I'll call you back. Let me just see if I can take a walk
What
and
is the
relax.
problem? Oh, say what the problem is. If because what do you want to go do? Talk.
Okay. It's just that I'm calling you on the show to know what your reaction will be if I was suicidal. So you are live on the show, my darling. Sorry. Sorry, my love. So you're traveling and you not tell me. I will call you right back.
Alright.
Bye,
This
baby.
kind of display with me. Try kill you myself.
Bye.
I'll call you later.
All right, baby. Okay, so this is 129. So this is 129, and the other person that I called is calling back. But I'm not going to pick that call. I'm not going to pick that call. I'm going to call him in like a few minutes and then just get to know what he wants. He's calling the other phone. Oh my God, I'm pressed. I'll come back and call him, okay? Fortunately, he's still calling. And I've not picked his call. Please, when you see this, don't kill me, okay? I'm going to call one more person. I don't know what is going to be this person's reaction. As in, I don't even know at all. So I'm going to call this person and then I'll call back Fortune. I'm promising that I'm not going to do anything, but I'm going to call him back. I know you like me, but let's see what his reaction will be when I call him back. Let me just quickly call this person that I want to call now. Did not pick. Let me call Fortune back. My God, I don't want him so worried. Oh, let me call him back. He seems to be too worried. Hello? I don't know.
I don't know how to just start from somewhere. Tell me something.
What can I even say? Even though I say anything, it's not even important. cannot even be solved. Nothing. Ah, God.
Where are you? Are you alone?
Of course, I'm alone. I'm always alone. See, I promise you, I'm not going to do anything. Let me just call you back. You hear?
Where are you? I just want to talk to you. You need to call you first. Huh? That's not really good. Don't cry for. I want you on the line.
Oh, even if he's crying, I should just be crying for you. Oh, my love. I'm okay. I'm okay. You are on my podcast. I'm calling you to see your reaction if I be suicidal. And you'll be so sweet. I'll call you back, my love. Okay? He's like, he's not even having it. He's like, oh, this girl. When I call you back, I'm going to collect basketballs. So let's call one more friend. Ah, this one is going to start binding and casting, I believe. I thought that some of them, I thought that Chinyere will literally shout at me, but let's see how this goes. I don't know if we should end it here or make one more call. Okay, let's make one more call. So this person's number is not going through. This is JP, my friend. It's not going through. So I'm going to call back Mr. Ifani on the phone and see what his reaction will be. For him, I'm not going to be telling him that I am depressed because he's probably even going to laugh. He's one kind of a person. So I'm going to just tell him that he's on a show and we're asking people if they have ever been depressed and what they think about depression. So we'll get what his response is. The number is not going through. So
The MTN number you have dialed is currently switched off. Please try again later.
So since I've been trying this number, it's now that you are telling me that the MTN number I'm calling is not going, is switched off. Since we've heard the responses of the people that we called, I think it's really fun. I was thinking that my girlfriend is going to just bash me and be like, I don't want to hear that nonsense. Are you mad? Or she'll be like, go ahead and kill yourself. Now, actually, Chinyere before is going to be like, you want to kill yourself, you need help. But I think there has been some growth there. Not that she's doing it out of she hates you or anything, but she just feels like maybe you are sounding stupid. But I think she's no more thinking in that way. And as for you, Fortune, I mean, your response was top notch, and thank you, Chinyere, thank you, Fortune. So now moving on. So the first feature of my Mental Health Naija online podcast is that you can call us in live. So this program is supposed to be happening live on Facebook and YouTube, where you can call us through a phone number telling us how you feel, any gist at all, ask your questions because we're going to be bringing guests to the show. This is the first feature. So prepare yourselves, prepare your questions, prepare to feel free with us to have these conversations of stigmatization right on the podcast with us live. The second feature on my Mental Health Naija is called #empathy for you. So on the #empathy for you, you are welcome to send us someone's number, telling us to call them if you think that this person is depressed. It can be anybody, your parents, it can be a sibling, it can be a loved one. I've had siblings reach out on behalf of their siblings saying that they wanted to book therapy for their siblings. So if you have a sibling or parent or anyone at all who you know that this person is going through something, they're probably not talking about it. They don't even want to talk about it, but somehow you feel that they're not all right, or they've spoken about it and you know that they're not all right. Feel free to send us their number. We're going to be calling a few numbers on each of our shows. So if you send us somebody's number, you tell us what you want us to tell this person. Oh, hey, this call is from Chidi. Chidi thinks that you are depressed, or Chidi senses that you are depressed, or that you've not been yourself for a while. So he or she just wanted to send their love to you and say, you know what, I know or I feel what you are going through. I say it, you are not alone. Please don't harm yourself. I'm here to talk if you want to talk. Do you need help? Do you need me to refer you to someone? This is the place that you can send us their numbers. We're going to call them on your behalf. The numbers will never be made known to anyone without consent. Not a therapist, not a counselor. So even if it's like that your friend is suicidal, you can send us their number. We'll call them on the show. Hey, how are you doing? This can relieve someone. Just knowing that
you are thinking about them can relieve them. Just knowing that someone has them in mind, someone cares about them, someone can come up with, such an idea, such thoughtful gesture can relieve them. Everything is not about money. So that's the second feature of my mental health, Naija. And of course, you already know we're going to bring in experts with experiences. So please refer us. If you want to share your story with us, come true, come true. You want to come share some knowledge that is going to help people, come true. We're here. We want to make our country a better place. Let me quickly share something with you. Yesterday, I was at UTC. That's Area 10 where they do all that printing. If you live in Abuja, you know about this. And I met a guy. If you might even know this guy, if you're someone who is used to going to Area 10, I met this guy that he calls himself Jesus. He says he's a sir, and that Jesus sent him to this earth to become a messenger. I mean, our God sent him to this earth. So when I went to do my stuff, I saw that people were avoiding him. So when he says, instead of greeting you like the normal greeting, like, hey, how far are you doing? Or boss, you know how guys greet themselves? You'd be like, I'm Jesus. So if you just see someone, you'll be like, I'm Jesus. I'm Jesus. That's how he greets people. So at first I was a little bit taken aback. I was just looking at him like, at first I thought maybe he was just one of these stouts because he will pass behind me, pass again. So I thought that he was intentionally doing that so that maybe his body can rub off on mine. That was how I felt in the beginning. Until I noticed that he was being stigmatized, these guys in this printing shop, they were like, are you okay, guy? We don't they notice say 3 months now, you just behave somehow, you just are you okay, guy? Go check yourself. Oh, like you don't they go colo. I couldn't say anything. He was just staring at them. Another person was like, you be senior man now. How come you come they behave like say, I'm going about saying you are Jesus? This thing you're doing is not good. You have to change. So when I noticed that what they were even saying was not making any sense to him, from a psychological point of view, thank God for mental health. I just look at that situation and I'm like, this guy is not okay. So this thing they're even saying to him is not even making any sense to him. He's even just seeing it as embarrassment. He truly believes that he's Jesus because he's hallucinating, he's saying things and all of that. So I decided to draw him closer. So before I left, I called him and I said, hey, come, what's up? What's wrong? Are you okay? He said, yes, I'm okay. So we're working together and people were staring like, why you people, why is this, girl working with this guy with uncle? People were even laughing, staring, and some other people were like, hey, Master Jesus, they were calling him Master Jesus, things like that. So I was like, what is wrong? Why are people like stigmatizing him this much? Well, I already knew the answer. You and I know the answer. Ignorance. Knowledge is power. Remember, ignorance is why they are stigmatizing him. Ignorance is why nobody is accepting, because nobody knows what he's going through. They believe that he knows what he's doing. They believe that he's mad, and he knows that they believe that he's not mad, but probably he's on his way to madness, that he's not okay, and that he knows he's not okay, and that he doesn't want to get help for not being okay. He's intentionally he's saying that he's Jesus. But as a mental health expert, I knew immediately that was not the case, that this guy did not even know what he was doing. So I engaged him in conversations. We were talking while we were headed out, and he started saying some things to me. So half of the things he was saying made sense. The other half did not make sense. So sometimes it's like, life brought me here. So I'll ask him, so how did you get here? He will ask me, do you think something is wrong with me? Because you've been asking me, are you okay? I'll be like, oh, well, I don't think something is wrong with you. But even if something is wrong with you, it's something that can be solved. Okay? Do you get me? Do you feel me? I stayed vibing with him in that same vibe. And before you know it, he got really comfortable. In fact, at some point, he sounded a little bit scary. But since I knew what was wrong, I just relaxed. I was confident in myself. At one point, he was looking at me and he's like, you are my wife. In my before world, you are my wife. Is you. And I'm like, are you okay? And I said, it's not what's wrong with it, because I tried to ask him his real name several times. He would not tell me his real name. He's like, I'm Jesus. So while we're walking and talking, when he sees people, his greeting style is, I'm Jesus. Hey, I'm Jesus, So when he started saying that was his wife, I'm like, leave that one. Have you eaten today? So, and the way we settled into the conversation, he became immediately, drawn to me, and he was even like, I want to follow you, he does not want to stay here anymore. So the stigmatization part is, when I asked him, do people abuse you here? Do people attack you here? And man, what he said really, really broke my heart. And I knew it was ignorance of mental health. He was like, several times he's been beaten up. He's been gang beaten several times. It was even like just recently, people attacked him, they wounded him with zinc, they were beating him with wood and all that because they think he's crazy. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah. I'm like, oh my God, don't worry, you're not crazy, okay? You're going to be all right. They're just doing these things because they don't know, they don't understand what is happening with you. They don't understand that you're just one of us. Because of some weird things that you say or some odd things, they feel like something is wrong with you. But don't worry, these things can be solved, okay? So I assured him that everything was going to be all right and that I was going to come back. And I'm definitely going to go back to the young man, find out what's going on with him. And of course, we need your support. So if you want to support us in this journey that we're about to take, this and more, please come true for us. I asked him if he had a home. He said no, that he sleeps there, at the UTC park or whatever, because he was chased away from his home. That the people at his home does not want him to come to the home because they feel that something is wrong with him. They don't even want him to step like close to them. So now what do you say about ignorance of mental health? How it has made people to throw away their children, how it has made people to banish people from their family to disown people, how it has made people to even kill people. We've heard stories of how a woman tied the maid, the household, poured water on her head. There are cases where people are ignorant of, mental health issues and they think you're Obanje, you are possessed, something is wrong with you. People go through real stuff, legit real stuff that we're going to be talking about on the show. We're going to be sharing knowledge of them. We're going to be sharing, experiences of them. People should know that these things exist and some of them are treatable, some of them are curable, some of them are manageable, some of them are as a result of situations. People go into drugs because of situations that life has put them in. So this is what my mental health Naija is out to address as a calling, online podcast. So you can call us in, you can ask us your questions, you can ask us, if we think that so thing is a sign of so thing. We're not going to diagnose you because you cannot diagnose people online just by hearing their voice talking to them. But some symptoms can show us that, oh, this could be what's happening with this person. So you need to take a step to find out or to start treatment. You need to check this person in the rehabilitation center or psychiatry, something like that. So this is what we are out to do. Follow us on this step. Tell people to follow us. Tell people to follow us, please. Tell people to follow us, please. Tell people to follow us, please. Okay, so yeah, that is it. We're putting in so much effort and we're hoping that this can literally create the awareness I want it to create. So I'm super, super glad that, my friends are people who understand the situation, who, could talk to me in that way, could try to calm me down in that way. It's really very sweet. And I know that a lot of my friends are going to literally do the same. Although some people may not do the same. Some people may start sounding, start preaching like, why do you want to take your life? Suicide is a sin and all that. That's not what the person wants to hear at that time. I'll tell you for sure. People who are suicidal, if they are Christians, they know already by virtue of their religion that is a sin. They are Muslims, they know already by virtue of their religion that is a sin. So you reminding them does not make any difference. What they need at that moment is help. What they need at that moment is someone to talk to them, someone to tell them that it is going to be all right, someone to validate their feelings. Because sometimes when you're going through things like this, you feel like your feelings are not validated. You feel like, oh, this thing that you're going through is such a mess, like it's a shameful thing. Why should you even be going through it? So, but when people validate, you kind of feel better. You feel like you have a home in people. Let's develop some empathy this year. And I'm going to leave us with one thing before the end of this episode. What I'm going to leave us with is something I'm begging everybody to employ in 2025. In 2025, don't be a bully. In 2025, don't be an online bully. You don't know who you will kill. You don't know what people are going through. In 2025, watch your words. Watch what you say. No matter who you think you are, no matter the influence you think you have, you think people cannot talk to you anyhow. And because you have influence, you have following, you think when you talk to someone, in a way that belittles them, you have people that will back you up. Stop doing that. Stop doing that. Stop being a bully. 2025, stop being a bully. Online bullies, stop it today. This is mandate. Request, plea from my mental health Naija. Send this video to any bully you know. Stop being a bully. Our mental health matters. You don't know what people are going through. Stop downplaying other people. by their looks, by their dressing, by the way they made their hair, by the cheap hair they're wearing. Stop downplaying them. Stop being a bully. Stop discriminating people. This is what I will leave us with for 2025. At this point, I'm going to be drawing the curtain on the show, and I am so glad that this happened because it was not supposed to happen, especially because of my voice. So, thank you. If you watched to this point, share this video. I beg you, in the name of God, share this video. Share this video, okay? So, I'm going to see you hoping that by then my voice is better. But if you think that this voice actually sounds better, then you know what to do. Please don't pray for me so my voice will remain this. I beg you. You're not going to regret this journey with us, okay? This journey will help you to help your family. You'll make better decisions. We're going to be having mental health practices that are going to help you to live a healthier, mentally healthier 2025. And cheers to mental health. If you've watched the end of this video, just take a moment with me and breathing it out. At this point, I'll say bye to you. I am Dima Amadi, your host on my Mental Health Naija. I'll see you next week Friday on the next episode. Ciao.